Morning guys, how you doing? Yeah, I just want to point out that I do removals as well as doing the CX. I like to mix it up. Sometimes it's just great to have booked work. How I go about the booked work, I use Facebook Marketplace and I also use Gumtree. Yeah, booking removals jobs is it's awesome because basically you don't have to really worry about work. It's cash in hand. Yeah, I just think it's a no brainer. You know, turnover is key to this business. I tend to stick to the smaller removals like one bedroom flats or a two bedroom terraced house. I have a Luton van. I don't want to be doing too many trips. I prefer just to do like the one trip. It's just so much easier. I When you're doing the trips, check out their inventory. Basically, how many boxes they've got, what they've got, what they want to be moving, and stuff like that. And yeah, and that is what I do. I think I've got a job booked in like half an hour, and I think I'm going up to Barrow. So basically, all I do the job, load up. I think loading up. It's only a one bedroom flat. It should take me about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes to load up my Luton van, and I'll be ready to go. And then yeah, I'll go down to Barrow, unload. So should the whole job should take about 3 hours or so, but I'll get 140 quid cash in hand. The mileage is 80 miles, so that's not a bad rate. 140 quid for 80 miles. And then when I'm in Barrow and Furness, I basically just go back onto the CX and have a look if there's any jobs in the area. And there you go. That's how working on the CX can be beneficial to you when you're doing other work. Um, Somebody asked me the other day what apps I use. Google Maps, obviously, that's a no-brainer. There's something called Was out there. That's not too bad. That's like an American version of Google Maps. More or less does the same job. I think the only plus on there, you probably got like a speedometer on there. Google Maps had a speedometer on there the other day, and I had a look yesterday, and the speedometer was missing. So I don't know what. I don't know if it's something to do with my phone or it's something to do with Google. I have no idea. Somebody mentioned. Oh yeah, I use something called Delm 8 or something. I think it's called spelled DELM 8. This is an app. If you're a courier and you're say even if you're doing like multi drops in like a village or so, you're gonna come across cottages, and they are a nightmare to find because when you're going on the maps on Google Maps, even though Google Maps is like a free app, um, you can't find the actual. You can find the area, but you because there's no numbers on cottages, it's literally just names, and Google Maps doesn't seem to recognize this too well. I've made the mistake of looking for somewhere, and it's taking me about half an hour to look for somewhere. So Delm 8, if what you do, you type in the whole location, you know, the cottage name and the postcode, and Delm 8 which should have it. Nine times out of 10, I've been quite impressed with the app. It's been very beneficial. And even when like I use Delm 8 when I'm trying to find businesses as well, sometimes on Google Maps, you can go into an area. I would say 9 times out of 10, it's going to find it no problem. But Delm 8 just seems to pinpoint exactly where the place is. And this saves you just a little bit of time, which obviously, if you're saving a little bit of time finding places, is actually going to make you more money because if you're saving time, you've got more time to do other shit. I think the cost of the app is £3.99 or £4 for the month. It is a cost. Nobody likes paying out for stuff, but I think for £4 a month, and you can probably write it off at the end of the year. You know, it's a cost of your business, so £4 a month. What's that? £48 a year to make your life a little bit easier. yeah, I think it's worth it. Oh, what else do I use? Right, say if you're like we are couriers, I use an app called I think it's called Truckify. This is great when you're looking for somewhere to crash because you can find all the laybys. It's literally got all the. If you go onto Google Maps or some of the other places to find stuff, don't seem to have all the laybys on there. If you go onto something called Truckify, it's an app you can download it on Android or Apple, I'm pretty sure, and it will point out all the laybys that have been highlighted by all the truckers using them over the years. So yeah, that's a great app, which I use quite a lot because I often sleep in the van. But today I'm just doing removal. Hopefully I get a job from Barrow and Furnoff, coming a little bit down to south. See how it goes today. Yeah, guys, that's my post for today. All right, catch you later. Bye-bye.